Smackdown Hot Takes is where I take your thoughts, your opinions, your hot takes, if you will, from the previous episode of Smackdown, Raw, PLEs, and or Saturday night's main event. And guess what? We're going to do a Saturday night main event hot take tomorrow as well, because we just love our wrestling content, and if WWE is going to shovel us food, we're going to eat it, and we're going to eat good. So let's start off with Donatello Leonardo. As a big Damian fan, I don't like him transferring to SmackDown. I understand he can get benefits from a less cluttered roster, but he's been booked like a main eventer and should continue to be. Well, I think he can continue to be on a main eventer on SmackDown. In fact, I think you actually said a good thing here. You know, it's a less cluttered roster. Why not put him on SmackDown? Opportunities abound there in the land of Smack. Oh, and I do want to apologize. I am a little under the weather, so if I sound different or I'm just a sweaty mess, just look past that for the next couple videos, because I'm just sick. He won the feud with Finn, and they reward him by transferring to SmackDown. Yeah, usually the person who does lose the feud, they're the one that has to leave. So I kind of get that statement, but I don't mind him going to SmackDown because it does change things up for him. And then we have hot take from Roman Reigns. Acknowledge me. I'm glad Damian is on SmackDown. Chance for new feuds. And that's the thing. It's a chance for new feuds. And I thought this because, so I do a live stream every week for every show because, again, WWE content, we're going to eat it up. I'm going to eat it up. Yum, 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 yum. And please, I'm sorry. I promise I will never do that again. Actually, I don't promise I'll never do that again, because I do things so on the fly that I'm like, why am I doing it? In mid yum yum yum, I was like, stop it, you're embarrassing yourself. Anyways, okay, where was I? So I was talking on the live stream, and I was like, you know what? A lot of people think SmackDown is the B show now that, you know, Raw's on Netflix, but it's like, I don't know. I think Triple H is like literally seeing them both as A shows. They don't have Cody Rhodes, the golden boy, on Raw. Just shows that SmackDown is still very important. And if you go all the way back to the early 2000s, SmackDown was also considered the B show, but there were 6 individuals who did not think so. You had the SmackDown 6 being Rey Mysterio, Chris Benoit, Kurt frickin' Angle with his broken frickin' necks, Edge, Eddie Guerrero, and Chavo Guerrero. Those guys, they took the B show, the demotion to the lesser show, and, well, they ran with it. And I feel SmackDown was actually way better than Raw back in the day. And every one of those things made a mark on the business. So it's like, I don't think that Damian Priest, while yes, I get it, the gut reaction is it's a bad thing, I'm with acknowledge me. I think this could be the shot in the arm that he needs. And you know what? If he's away from Finn Balor in the Judgment Day, then I'm 100% all for it. I get it. Maybe, like Ducky said, maybe Finn should have been the one that moved over to SmackDown, but new opportunities. And another thing, when Batista was moved to SmackDown, it wasn't a downgrade. Batista made SmackDown his own. And look at Batista now. Vic and Bayo. I got a couple. To me, the way KO has been portrayed lately almost certainly has me believing Cody will retain at Rumble. Oh yeah, Cody 100% retaining. I would love to see KO win. It would be hilarious, but no, KO is not winning because Cody is going to either face Roman or The Rock at WrestleMania main event. And I know a lot of people won't want to hear that. A lot of people are going to be like, well, I don't want that. Doesn't matter what we want. That's what Triple H is going to do. It's been a while since we've seen the Street Profits. Would love to know when they're going to get their revenge on DIY. All right, so there have been a couple videos where I'm like, where are the Street Profits? This is outrageous that they're not here. But Ducky Devon actually told me, and I actually followed up and looked it up, that the Street Profits are injured right now. They got injured on a house show, actually, during the holiday loop. Kind of weird that both of them got injured, but yeah, they are currently injured, or maybe one got injured, and then the other is just taking time off in order to recover also from injuries. Because a lot of times wrestlers, they might have minor injuries that they just work through until something big happens, and then they try to get everything fixed at once. Well, Either way, that's what's happening with the Street Profits. And with Jay coming back, I can almost believe that Bianca or Naomi be the ones behind it, with them trying to blame Lash or Shakira. That would be kind of cool if they did try to point the fingers at Lash and Shakira, and it turns out it's just Naomi. But yeah, okay, I like that. Jay and Love, I need a Cody heel turn because his character is becoming stale. This feud has no heat anymore. Yeah, you know what? The heat has really, really died down since last. The pile driver was awesome. Cody Rhodes getting attacked after shows was awesome, but then it has kind of died down. I really think they should have really put Kevin Owens more on social media or something, just with the belt. For a minute, it was awesome. And then it just kind of, slowly declined. So yeah, I could see that. And Cody Rhodes, I would love heel Cody Rhodes, but it's not going to happen. I listened to the crowd today. They're still firmly behind him. So I don't know if it's just a bunch of internet people that make it seem like we all just want Cody to turn heel, because I would like it. But he's not going to be turning heel anytime soon. If you listen to that crowd, they were still firmly behind the dude. So until the live crowd actually fully turns, then it's not going to happen. Though I will say this, at Saturday's main event last time, when he got pile drived, the New York crowd did chant, "You deserve it," as he was getting stretchered out. So we shall see, but we need to have more audiences turn on him in order for that to happen. I'm not saying I want it, but actually, no, I am. I would like it. I would like a heel turn as well, but I do still find value in a face Cody. Definitely a little on the boring side, though. Papa Midnight, Jacob Fatu is a beast on the mic. Heck yeah, he is. That dude. He's like, you ought to compare us to Godzilla and King Kong. Well, I'm both. Dude, he doesn't even have a mic. He's just a beast. He yells so loud, he doesn't even need a microphone. And the way, I don't know, this guy, he's just so raw that it's awesome. It's awesome. I cannot wait. I've been telling you guys out there and you girls out there that wait till we see Jacob on the mic. Wait till we hear him on the mic, because what we've seen so far is nothing what he can do on the mic. He is so freaking good and interesting. He just does a very unique promo that does draw you in and scare you and make you a little nervous at the same time. Love Jacob Fatu on the mic, and it's only a matter of time before he becomes a champion. Just like it's only a matter of time before I give out this belt right here. We are so close to 10,000 subscribers, and that is the magic number that I need to hit to give away this belt right here. All you got to do to win it is subscribe to the channel and comment on videos. So comment below, go to yesterday's video and comment on that. Anytime you comment is a new chance to win this video. I will randomly pull it on a live stream, and I'll give it away. Every 10,000 subscribers on my path to 100,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away a belt. So I'm going to give away 10 of these ultimately as I try to obtain the status of full-time YouTube content creator in the wacky world of wrestling. That's going to be my official title. Full-time content creator in the wacky world of wrestling, and I'll give away a belt in the process. So comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and thumbs up. All right, next hot take. Project Cab, Tama mocking LA Knight was hilarious, with everybody saying, yeah. Yeah, Tama Tonga, I love Tama Tonga. He's definitely going to be overshadowed by Jacob Fatu, and no shame in that. Jacob Fatu could overshadow pretty much anybody. But keep an eye on Tama Tonga. The guy's gold. The guy's money. Is he as much money as Jacob Fatu? If Jacob Fatu was a $100 bill, Tama Tonga is at least a 20. Hannah Hi Ebert, I'm so glad Liv was able to take the win for her team in the tag match. We've barely seen much of her since she lost the championship, so it was very satisfying to see her win. The segment before the match was horrible, but the match itself was pretty good between the women. It was Rhea, Naomi, and Bianca versus Liv, Candice, and Nia. I for sure 100% thought Candice was going to eat the pin, and then Liv Morgan out of nowhere pins Bianca Belair. That was shocking. Like, for real, I was like shocked that she won, and I am kind of happy that she won because it does kind of build her back up. Just surprising that Bianca of all people took the pin. We couldn't like make Naomi take it. I don't know. I understand why not Rhea, but Bianca? It was shocking. Very shocking to see Bianca take a pin by Liv Morgan. I'm not saying it's bad, but just shocking. Speaking of Jamie K, the Women's Rumble segment was something straight out of Vince's brain. The constant interruptions leading to a tag match was lame. It should have been just Tiffy and Rhea segment. Yeah, this was lame. This was super lame. In fact, I don't even know why Tiffy and Rhea needed to have a segment together because Tiffany wasn't even the match. But yeah, just like it was a throwback to when the women's division was totally treated as an afterthought. I did not like it at all. It was just like one person came out and then someone interrupted and said, you know what? You're stupid. I'm going to enter the Rumble and beat you. And then someone interrupts. No. You're stupid. I'm going to enter the Rumble and beat you. No. We're going to enter the Rumble, and we're going to beat everybody, and one of us is going to win. It was lame. That was lazy storytelling. We didn't need to have all these people come out to just announce they were going to be in the Rumble. We already know they're going to be in the Rumble. Like, who else is going to be in the Rumble? Or just do what they did in the old days, where you had 30 to 40-second vignettes of them saying, just literally, just pre-taped, hey, I'm entering the Royal Rumble, and I'm going to win. We all like nostalgia nowadays anyway, so just throw back to the 90s when they used to do that. We didn't have to have this lame segment. Zalisa Queen, the Wyatt Six, going after The Miz. Yeah, they are. And it's like I'm surprised that this feud is continuing. It had a nice little bow on it, but now here we go. And I don't know how I feel. I really don't know how I feel about this, but yeah. Going after the Wyatt Six. Who are the Miz? Who is the Miz going to get to side with him? I did kind of find it funny when he almost got A-Town Down Under. He was just about to team up with them, and I thought that's a really good pairing. And then they got shipped off to Raw. That was a pretty funny segment right there. DeVille Stewart, listen, we all knew that Charlotte Flair is declared for the Royal Rumble, but I hate to say that, but she's definitely not going to win. I don't want her to win. I don't feel she needs to win. She can literally... Her resume speaks for itself. She can literally just call her shot. She does not need the accolade of another Royal Rumble victory. We could definitely give it to someone else like Io Sky. Io Sky could use that to prop herself up. Io Sky is about to be in a division that will have Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Nia Jax. Io Sky has a very, very high risk of falling down the card, so we got to give her accomplishments. We need to really build up Io Sky so she can stand as an equal among these giants of the women's division. Tiz Mickey, I'm sorry, but 3-hour SmackDown is not it. It's just been Cody talking, the same matches every week, a good bloodline segment, and then someone getting beat up by Kevin Owens, and Cody coming out beating up Kevin, and Nick Aldis security and referees breaking up the show as it ends. That's fair. You're kind of not wrong. You are not wrong, Tiz Mickey. And yeah, these 3-hour Raw SmackDowns and Raws, just both of them being 3 hours, or one being 2.5, and the next being 3, they're long. They are long. In this one, we were at the 2-hour mark, and it felt like it was over. And then we were all like on the live stream, like, oh yeah, there's another hour left. It's just like, whew, that's a lot of wrestling. I do love wrestling, but I'm not sure. I would rather go back to 2. I'm not going to lie. I would rather 2, even though there are people who are benefiting, like Pretty Deadly. So I'm not saying that 3-hour SmackDowns are completely garbage, but I'm saying if I had the choice, I'd take 2 and just speed things up a little so we don't have to let people like Pretty Deadly fall through the cracks. Dylan, Roman Reigns is going to cost Kevin the match. Don't forget, Kevin stunned him at Netflix. I paraphrased that because there was a couple typos. But, yeah, I did forget. on Netflix that Kevin Owens got in Roman Reigns' business. Honestly, though, I don't think Roman cares. I think Roman feels that almost everybody is beneath him. And the fact that Kevin got involved, but that was the end of that, I don't think Roman cares. Now, if Roman has an opportunity, if Kevin gets in his face, yeah, he'll definitely take him down a notch or 2, but he's not going to go out of his way for Kevin Owens. I just don't see it. KB, Jacob spits bars on the mic. Yeah, I'm thinking we're all loving Jacob on the mic. Number 2, the glaze by the commentators of Damian Priest. He's good, don't get me wrong, but they were clearly building him up. Yeah, Triple H really wants Damian Priest to be the guy, you know, the man right this second. So, yeah, just get used to it because Damian Priest, that's how the commentators are going to be for a while. Number 3, Suit Cody versus Tracksuit Cody tells me everything I need to know about how his night will be. I roll my eyes. I never picked up on that. Whether it's going to be tracksuit, you know, all fired up Cody, or just, I respect you, Cody, in his suit. However, he did have both on tonight, so I don't know. He's changing it up. Number 4, can't wait to see the Tribal Chief on Monday. Yeah, he's going to be there on Monday. I can't believe that they're not promoting more that Roman is going to be on Netflix. They promoted it at the first episode, but I don't really remember them saying much about it last week. Roman is on Raw this week, and it's barely mentioned. At number 5, almost a 10K, get my belt ready. Yes, we are almost to 10K. Very, very happy. Very, very excited. We got 1,000 subscribers over the last week, and you all are amazing. If you're new to the channel, thank you very much for giving this channel a shot. Gonna give the belt away, as I said, at 10K. KB also says, hot take, KO's t-shirt game is diabolical. Ultimate troll. Yeah, I love this new gimmick of him just wearing shirts to make his opponent mad and not really telling you. And sometimes they're deep cuts and sometimes they're not. This one was kind of middle ground in that we don't typically acknowledge Jimmy Uso and Naomi being married. This is gear. SmackDown is boring ASF. Laughing face emoji with tears. Boring? I don't know. It heated up like the last hour and a half maybe, but I think it's just 2-3 hours. I think 3 hours is just very, 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 very long. I wish they would just do a 3-hour SmackDown maybe once a month, but I understand why they don't. I understand ad revenue, but still 3 hours. Whew. I think it leads to it being perceived as boring, and I wish they could trim out some of the fat and just 2 hours, but at a very fast pace. Raphael at air, Jacob Fatu is officially SmackDown must-watch superstar. I can definitely see that. His promos are wild and intense, and Tamatonga is the perfect hype man for him. You know what? That's right. That is good. That's a perfect way to describe Jacob Fatu's promos. Wild and intense. I was trying to figure it out, like, they're just so good, but no, wild and intense. I actually might steal that. Number 2, Damian is slowly becoming the Walmart Undertaker. That's not a good feeling. Walmart Undertaker. That's kind of funny. I'm just gonna leave that one as that. Number 3, Jimmy interrupting Kevin Owens was hilarious. I'm glad Triple H is giving him more time. Hey, you know what? I had my doubts that Jimmy was gonna be able to have a good singles run, but you know what? He's carving himself out a little bit of a run here, and I'm liking where it's going. And number 4, the Nigerian Prince, Apollo Crews, has returned with a win. And don't forget, he won against Giovanni a couple months ago, like twice. I wish it was the Nigerian Prince, but it was just Apollo Crews. Bring back the Nigerian Prince. Bring back the Nigerian Prince gimmick, please. Maybe I should do a shirt. You know, justice for the Nigerian Prince. Because I loved that Apollo Crews. Nigerian Prince Apollo Crews was fire. Team him up with Omos and bring back Commander Aziz. Then we got ourselves a stable. Jamie K, another week. I'm going to say it. Jimmy greater than Jay. Jimmy greater than Jay. I don't know. I think at this point they're just very different. And at a certain point it's hard to start comparing people. Can I compare Stone Cold Steve Austin to the Hurricane, you know, Shane Helms? They're just very different. Now, which one's Shane Helms and which one is Stone Cold in this scenario? I'll let you be the judge, but I don't know. I think they're just different. Dylan, Kevin Owens stunned Roman, so Roman's probably going to get his revenge at Rumble. I did forget about that, actually. He stunned him at Netflix, and I could see it, but then again, I feel Roman doesn't even care. Honestly, I think Roman is just so in God mode right now that he's like, these little peasants, he attacked me, whatever, I'm moving on. Now, yeah, if Kevin got in his face, he would sure take him down a notch or two, but I really don't think Roman is concerned about anything other than, I got my tribe back, my Ula Fala, and now I want the championship, and that's it. He's so laser focused right now. He's like, I'm not going to give the rub to anybody by even acknowledging their attacks on me at this point. WTF patch, not going to lie, I've not been enjoying Tiffany's championship reign. Like, she never feels like a champ to me. Maybe her storyline needs more time to establish her as champ. Well, she's only been champ for like 2 or 3 weeks now, so I would say she does need more time. However, she just kind of comes out there to say, it's Tiffy time, I'm the best, told you so, and then she just gets interrupted left and right and stands there and says nothing. So yeah, she needs more time, but she also kind of needs to insert herself and insert her dominance as champion. Ding Ya Bing City, KO for me is on par to be the GOAT, especially if he can have 1 or 2 more championship runs. He doesn't have this to whole revamp his character. He just tweaks it a little bit, proving less is more. That is true. When he turns heel or he turns face, it's still kind of the same guy that you knew as a face. It's just a little more ramped up, a little more unhinged, and I do really like that. Kevin Owens for like the last 10 years has been definitely like a low-key MVP of WWE, a very high point, and that says something because some of the 2010s were just dog crap, and Kevin Owens usually can make something into something really, really good. I'm really happy with Kevin Owens. I don't think he'll be on a lot of people's my favorite wrestler of all time, other than Simon Miller, but I do think that everybody will always look fondly back at Kevin Owens, and he'll almost be like a Mr. Perfect, where Mr. Perfect wasn't people's favorite wrestler, but just about everybody loves Mr. Perfect from back in the day. And I think Kevin Owens, when his career is done, like 10 or 20 years later, people will be like, you know what? Kevin Owens was the GOAT. The Project Cab, although Carmelo Hayes is getting consistent TV time, him losing matches consistently is not a great look. I agree. I don't buy the argument of, oh, well, at least he's getting TV time. Maybe that works for just a few select wrestlers, but Carmelo Hayes, I fear, I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, I fear they're going to Dolph Ziggler the guy. Carmelo Hayes, definitely a good wrestler. Carmelo Hayes, definitely someone who can make other people look good. And then he loses. And that's exactly what Dolph Ziggler was. We got to a point when we could never re-establish Dolph. He was just a guy who was there to eat losses, and I don't want that for Carmelo Hayes. I get it, he's only been around for a year, but it starts somewhere. And if we don't stop it before it gets too far in, then we can never reverse course. So please start giving him victories. Negligence. Bravo, Triple H. Bravo. Clapping hand emoji. You've done it again. Kevin burying Jimmy was the perfect choice. It's so amazing how you come up with such outrageous things. Like, what's going on through your peanut-sized brain, huh? This was genius. Good job, H. I'm surprised a booker like you is so unbelievably horrendous. Yeah, no. This Kevin-Cody feud has lost momentum. I'm sorry. You almost did it, H. But you can't keep having the same. Kevin cuts a promo with someone, they fight, Cody comes out to save the day. It's boring and repetitive. All right, I'm just going to leave that comment as is. I think, you know what, it did lose a little steam. I will admit that. The feud has lost a little steam. But that's that comment, I'm just going to leave stand alone. That's from negligence. Rich Boy Q. Logan Paul needs to stay off social media and Prime and just focus on wrestling. That's the only way people will like him. He needs hard work to get humbled. Well, I mean, you're right, but at the end of the day, it's social media that brought him to the dance. The only reason he's in WWE is because of social media, and he makes a lot of money off Prime. I don't see it. He makes way too much money doing other things than just wrestling. Plus, if he became a sole WWE wrestler, while yeah, he would be amazing and awesome, it would kind of defeat the purpose of what WWE wants him for. And WWE wants him on social media because he wants those new eyes attracted and brought to the WWE from Logan Paul and his social media presence. Dara died 9-4. I wonder if we'll ever see a tag match between Tiffany and Rhea together. WWE does like to put side-by-side Tiffany and Rhea because, you know, they're so vastly appearance-wise different. One's all pink, one's all black, goth, and it kind of reminds me of Wednesday Addams, the Netflix show where you have Wednesday totally dark, and then her best friend is this, like, I think it's a werewolf girl. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but she's all in pink. I've seen memes about that, and it's on point that they are funny together. You know, just from appearance-wise and the juxtaposition of them two, it's starkly different, and you know, I like it. Pro Gamer RKO 619. All Nick Aldis did was bringing in new people that made no sense. Priest on SmackDown is a downgrade. The Miz just needs to retire if he's going to do anything important to his career. I don't agree. I said earlier, I don't think Priest on SmackDown is a downgrade. I think it's an opportunity. You know, just make it your own show. Make it your own show. If that's what you're given, take the reins and make it yours, just like Batista did with SmackDown back in the day. And The Miz just needs to retire. Nah, the dude don't need to retire. He's great. He's a former champion that doesn't mind jobbing out to everybody, that doesn't mind being there to make other people look good. He doesn't mind going to the media events. The Miz is like a company man, and you need people who can take losses and make other people look good. Plus, I'm just happy that they're actually doing something finally with this transfer window. It's been around for 2 months now, and finally we're getting actual transfers. And the first SmackDown Raw draft of the Triple H era sucked. It was like everybody stayed put. I'm actually happy that they're shaking it up. And while maybe it doesn't make full sense, you're like, wait, what? Those guys are transferring? At least it's different. It's giving us a different vibe, a different feel. And those are your hot takes for SmackDown of, what was yesterday? The 22nd, the 24th. Those are your hot takes for the 24th. Again, Saturday Night Main Event is tonight. We'll do hot takes tomorrow. I'll do a review also, hopefully immediately after Saturday Night Main Event, and we'll do a live stream. Guys, girls, have a great day.